Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on angry neighbors, based on a book. It's a comedy movie. Ooh, she's cute. Starring Frank Langella, who I barely recognized in this trailer, but he's in it, and a bunch of other stars as a crotchety old writer who wants to get revenge on his rich neighbor. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 10 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. It also stars Hector, who is voiced by Cheech Marin, who is constantly talking to the main character. The plot's not totally clear, but basically, he's a crotchety old writer, and the rich guy next to him is building this enormous house. It's keeping him up. It's ruined his solitude. And then he decides to buy a bunch of horsehair as part of his plot to destroy his neighbor. I'm not sure. He's going to go to some sort of fancy party, and then he's going to ruin it. So Bobby Cannavale is in it as well. I think he runs the construction site, and I guess he burns down the house at the end. It's some sort of elaborate thing. It's based on a book, so I assume it's got an interesting set of details behind it. I do like Frank Langella, though. He looks so different in this. He doesn't look like his normal. Normally they've got him all cleaned up for the role he's in. In this one, he's more of like a retired guy, so they didn't bother to try to make him look younger. He just looks his natural age. It doesn't look particularly funny, but I kind of want to see it because I do like. And Stockard Channing's in it. She's all right. Bobby's good. So it's kind of it's not really a belly laugh sort of comedy movie. It's more of a highbrow movie, right? This is a comedy movie that's in a novel. So is it going to be hilariously funny? Probably not. Probably not as funny as something like, I don't know, Wedding Crashers or Old School. Kind of like, I don't know, funny like something you would watch in, I don't know, Masterpiece Theater funny, if you remember that. I mean, it could be cool to watch him destroy his neighbor's house and learn an important lesson in the process, I suppose. In one scene, it looked like he killed the dog. Like he walked Hector out into the street to purposely get run over. I don't know who she is, but she's really cute. Stockard Channing looks good for her age. I mean, I like it because I don't know if they should bill it as a comedy, though. Even though Cheech Marin's in it, and he's doing Cheech Marin, basically. Not totally Cheech, but enough, you can hear it's him. So, I mean, it'll be kind of amusing to see Frank Langella talk to his dog and get revenge on his neighbor. I shouldn't even call it a comedy. It should be like an amusing movie. It should be comedy. It's comedy adjacent, I would say. I want to like this movie. I know. You're probably saying, oh, you should be trashing this movie. I like the cast. I mean, Frank Langella is a great actor. He's really good. So, I think it's worth it just to see it for him. The supporting cast is good. I mean, you got Stockard Channing, Bobby Cannavale, Cheech Marin. So, I mean, Cheech can deliver a funny line, obviously. So I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be pretty watchable. It's also based on a book. So I think at the very least, the plan he has to destroy his neighbor's house, some elaborate plan involving horsehair, I think it could work. I think he weaves a ball of horsehair that he sets on fire and then launches into the guy's house somehow. Because I think maybe the intention is not to burn it down, but to make it stink so bad he'll never want to live there again. And drive everybody out of the house. So, if that's true, I'm all on board for that. I think the music's a little wrong, and I don't think they quite have. I don't know. There's not a funny line in this. You know, it's not a. It's just like everybody. He's clearly a character, like in the sense of, when they say, "Oh, that guy's a character." Like he's one of those curmudgeons who everybody knows. Like, oh, that guy. Oh, he's a bit of a character. So it's funny in that way. Kind of old people funny. What do you got to do? Would I go to the movies for it? Probably not. Doesn't. I mean, it's coming out in 2022, so it must be coming out soon. It must be out probably. No other info here on the trailer. Thank you, movie coverage, for very little movie coverage. It came out. This dropped 10 days ago. I'm just stumbling upon it now. So first act, he's a writer. He's typing away, and then you start doing construction again. And damn these people. Damn these people. This is my home. I retired here to write my books in solitude, and now this idiot is building this monstrously ugly house nearby. Oh. And he goes outside and he complains to the construction foreman, and he's like, I'm sorry, the rich guy who's building this house, well, he's made me do a bunch of changes, and I gotta do it. It's not my fault. We're trying to stay quiet, Frank. I think is his name Frank? I'd have to watch it again. And then he's like, I've had it. And something happens that like pushes him over the top. And he decides, that's it. I'm going to destroy this guy. So he gets an invite to some sort of party, I guess the open house, because the guy doesn't really know him, and where he sort of does because he's a famous author. And then there's one mildly funny scene. The guy says, oh, my wife is writing a book. We would love for you to read it. And he said, no, I'm not doing that, which is, it's kind of funny. I mean, it's more in the delivery. I guess probably I'm a little biased towards this movie because of the cast, and the main character is an old writer. I could totally see myself in the role. So it's totally relatable to me. I mean, writers do this all the time. They write a book where the main character is an old writer who gets to do everything. I can totally relate. I totally would love to be in this movie. I would totally love to be this guy. He gets a revenge, and then he wins. The writer wins. So the second act is about him plotting this ridiculous revenge, and people telling him, I assume Stockard Channing, I mean, Frank Langella looks so old. Stockard Channing can't be, I think she's too old to play his daughter, so she would have to be his, like, ex-wife or girlfriend. And then she's like, no, don't do this. She's the voice of reason, and he's like, I'm going to get these guys. And then he keeps putting her off, and then finally the third act is the big night where he sets off his plan. And does it work? If I had to guess, it totally works. But in the end, he learns a lesson, and he's changed by it. Maybe he realizes he's a terrible person for going this far, and he's gone too far, and then he helps the guy fix his house or whatever. It's called Angry Neighbors. I'll probably say it, but I'd probably watch it on VOD. I don't know if I'd pay money to go to the theater. Maybe. I don't know. If I heard it was really good. Or even if there's a couple of sources I would trust if they said it was really good. I might just go see it. I don't know. I don't think it's going to get a wide release, though. I think it'll probably just be VOD. Oh, wait. Is this? Oh, here. It's already on VOD right here. Oh, it's rated R. English and French. Oh, well, you got a synopsis and everything. When his ultra-wealthy neighbors in the Hamptons builds an obnoxious mega mansion next door, grumpy retired novelist Harry March, his name is Harry, concocts an elaborate scheme for revenge that is destined to go hilariously awry, based on the best-selling novel by Lapin Rising. This outrageous comedy You're overselling me, but okay. Features Dream Team cast: Frank Langella, Stockard Channing, Cheech Marin, Bobby Cannavale, and Ashley Benson. Oh, that's the hot chick. She's pretty cute. I mean, well now, and it's a tight 90 too. It's 89 minutes. I might rent this. I might. But again, I can relate to it. So a lot of people out there are probably saying, this doesn't sound all that great. But I will say it's a lot going for the cast, and that it's based on a book. So I'm guessing this could be pretty well, unless the director screwed this up and the screenwriter. I think it would be pretty good. But I am biased. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. Thanks to all who came out to Barney Loves Books in Woodstown, and then at Cedar Rose Vineyards in Millville today. Sold a bunch of books. Had a good day. We will see you again, hopefully, on Wednesday in Haddonfield, New Jersey at Kings Road Brewery, where they brew a Jersey Devil beer or port. No, it's a beer. Maybe a lager. I don't know. It's supposed to be red. I'm told. So I hope you come out to that, and we'll see you in the next one.